Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Sarah Football. If you're new here, you know what to do, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm your host Clinton Little, and today we're talking about transfers involving Ghanaian players abroad, and we'll go to Kamaldeen Sulemana, Mohammed Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, Tariq Lamptey and the rest. So without wasting much time, let's get into it. Now the first person we'll talk about here is Kamaldeen Sulemana. PSV have submitted a 17 million bid for the player, but he has been rejected by his club, Stade Rennais, because they feel they bought him for 17 million and there's no way they can sell him 17 million. They have to sell him higher since he has a lot of potential. After the World Cup, we saw how Kamaldeen had at the World Cup against Uruguay. That wasn't enough for him to get the starting place at Stade Rennais. He's only been getting few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes since his return from injury. Everton were interested in signing Kamaldeen Sulemana on loan. Now they've sacked Frank Lampard. We all know Ghanaians didn't want him to go to Everton because of how they are struggling in relegation, and a new coach coming, it might mess up the plan and all that. They don't want him to go there and struggle with the club and, you know, put a dent to his future. It's unlikely that he will go to Everton considering the fact that they are struggling right now. So I think Kamaldeen is a player to watch in this current transfer window. He's be one of the players that will be seeking to leave in the coming days in the transfer window. Move on to Tariq Lamptey. We know Lyon are interested in signing Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey wants to leave Brighton. He has made it known that he needs more playing time, either on loan or permanent transfer, and Lyon are looking at him. And he's one of the options for Lyon, and they are interested in signing him. If there's a player at Lyon that Chelsea are interested in signing and they are looking at it. If the player leaves Lyon are looking to replace this player with Tariq Lamptey from Brighton, since he suits the style of play. So I think Tariq Lamptey is one of the players all Ghanaians or whoever is interested should be watching out, because he will be leaving. He might leave Brighton in this current transfer window. Good move, I will tell you, it's a good move, because if he doesn't play regularly, he might lose his place at the Ghana Black Stars setup. So I think it's actually wise for him to seek, playing time elsewhere if his current club won't give him. They'll move on to Antoine Semenyo. We know that Bournemouth have been interested in this player and have submitted 2 bids which have been rejected. 10 million and 12 million bid have been rejected by Bristol City. They are still interested in him, but they are yet to offer a third transfer bid. Right now, Crystal Palace are now in the conversation, and I think they are now talking and discussing with Bristol City to see what they want for the player and what they will do to sign, what they have to do to sign the player. And Bournemouth are yet to offer the bid. They are not completely out. They are yet to offer a third bid. They are not completely out, but reports stating that Crystal Palace now have the upper hand over Bournemouth. Crystal Palace are ready to listen to what Bristol City wants for the player and are ready to discuss. As it stands, Crystal Palace are still in touch with Bristol City, with Bournemouth still waiting to make their third bid. Now we'll move over to Mohammed Kudus. We all know Mohammed Kudus have been linked to several clubs. I tell you, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Bournemouth, Dortmund, and all that. So we all saw how many clubs were linked to the player after his incredible performance for Ghana at the World Cup. But now nothing is concrete. Ajax are looking to keep the player, considering the fact they are currently struggling and having a bad run in their league. So I think right now Mohammed Kudus is staying at Ajax, unless if an offer comes and it's too big to the point that Ajax can reject. I think Mohammed Kudus will leave, but it's unlikely that offer will come right now. I think it will come in the summer, and then Ajax will have an opportunity to sign a replacement. You know, Ajax, they won't sell a player if they don't have a replacement in mind, and that is what I think will happen to Mohammed Kudus. If the bid doesn't come early for them to find a replacement, I don't think Mohammed Kudus will be leaving Ajax to any other club. So we've talked about Kamaldeen Sulemana, of how PSV 17 million bid has been rejected. We also talked about Tariq Lamptey and how Lyon are interested. We'll talk about Antoine Semenyo, Crystal Palace, and now talking with Bristol City after Bournemouth failed to submit a third bid. They have not done that, and reports say they are still interested, but they have not submitted a third bid. So Bristol City are now talking with Crystal Palace to see if they will meet the evaluation of for the player and reach an agreement. Then lastly, we talked about Mohammed Kudus and how difficult it will be for him to leave Ajax this January, considering the fact that Ajax are currently struggling. They need more players and they won't sell their good players. Mohammed Kudus is one of the good players right now and is lacking confidence. And in fact, not only him, everyone at Ajax right now are lacking confidence. They have not won. I think they have not registered a win in their last 4 games in the Eredivisie, and I think it's troubling times for them. It's going to be very, very surprising and shocking if they let Mohammed Kudus go without a replacement in sight or already signed. So I think that is all I have for you today about the transfers. I'll be giving you more updates about Ghanaian players abroad. We'll talk about Ghanaian players. We'll also talk about Nigerian players. So if you're new here in the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that's all for today. Till next time, guys. Goodbye.